All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited you guys are here. Today is Thursday, September 2nd. And we have, with the new month, we have a new master system instructor with us. I have gotten to know this amazing lady a lot over the past just year, and really got to know her in June when we both earned the trip to Destin, and I got the honor of being her roommate. We had so much fun. It was almost, we behaved ourselves, but it was almost like a couple college girls in the room. We had a lot of fun. I think we became more like sisters than teammates. And now you've got an amazing team. You're developing such great instructors and they're following your amazing lead. We are so blessed to have you here with us. And I can't wait to hear how you're going to teach us about this all things pages, because I know it took a lot of us a little bit of time to get our head wrapped around it. So it's all yours now.
Oh, well, thank you, Stacy. Your introduction was more than I expected. Yeah, I've had a lot of questions from the people on my team about the all things. They didn't understand why they had to do that or why it was important. So I kind of did a couple of, well, I want to share my screen first. And I did some screenshots. Okay. I did some screenshots to kind of show you what it looks like when you don't have it. Let me see here. Yeah, this is what it looks like on my husband's phone. When you go to the mobile app and you pull up your website, okay? You just have the affiliate disclosures, all about wine, and the arts and entertainment. You don't have it doesn't really tell you what the pages are about, what the category pages are. If you just click on arts and entertainment, you just get the titles. You don't get anything more. If you have the all things pages, if you click about or if you click on all about wine, it gives you the category page and tells you what each of the titles are about. So when somebody goes to your mobile app, they're going to see what just a little blurb about what each one of the pages are about. And I know you can't see everything on here. If you were on your phone, you could scroll down and see it. So this just gives you a little bit about it. So that's why you need to have the all things pages on your website. Now, the second part of the training that I'm going to show you is we're going to go and do some all things pages. One of my newer students hasn't done her pages yet, so I am going to do them for her. And if I can pull this down so that I can do the pages here. This worked much better when I was not on on camera doing it. First, I've got two pages open here, and this is in the way. Let's see if I can open another page here so that get this one out of the way. Here we go. I'm going to open a new page on this site. Maybe. Come on, open.
Patience now. It's spinning.
I know that when Roy's doing this, he always does like 15 pages at a time. That confuses me. So I just do 2. Now, the first one I'm going to do is the arts and entertainment. So I'm going to go and open this page. I'm going to copy it. And then go back over here and paste it in. Go back to open, and I'll go back and paste it in here, or do the title. And this was arts and entertainment. Oops. And then you always have to adjust your pictures after you do this. They never, at least I can't get them to copy correctly. So I always have to go back and adjust the size of the pictures. And you have to do your SEO. The readability is usually pretty good, but you always have to go back and do the SEO. So this was arts and entertainment. I'm really nervous, so
I think they're all going to enjoy that you're going slower. And so if you don't want to talk while you type, I can do the talking part.
Okay, that's fine with me. Okay. I always try to use the first couple of lines in my first paragraph as my meta description. I usually have to adjust it, but that's what I start out with when I'm doing the meta description. So this is arts and entertainment. So I put that in and then work from there. And I have to get this to be green. So, I got way too much in here. So let's see, we'll take this out. Ah, there we go.
Hey, you planned that.
The gods are with me.
You bet.
So we're good here. So I'm going to publish this. And I'm going to view the page. And that one's done. So then I'll do the next one. We'll go to the beauty and cosmetics. I'll go to here and copy the page. Oh, this is scary. Every time I see this, it scares me because it's so big.
But it's real. I mean, we've all seen
Mm-hmm.
the effects of these products.
Oops. Okay. Oh, geez, no, come on.
Now, for some of you that don't understand what a meta description is, when you're looking for a website and you type in, or just any website, you're just looking for a specific subject, and you type in the keyword you're looking for, and you choose it, and it drops down and brings you up all these different websites to look at. They all show you the title of the website, like it's showing here, All Things Beauty and Cosmetics. And then underneath it is a little blurb trying to appeal to the reader to choose that website. That's all that meta description is just that little blurb to encourage people to, kind of like an ad, encourage people to come to your site and read more.
Oh, take out the period.
Sometimes it's that simple.
Yeah, right. I don't know why it thinks primping is not a word. That confuses me, but anyway.
Oh, Grammarly doesn't like it.
No, it doesn't. Okay, so that one's done. Let's see what's all this.
So those of you that what she's using is she's got Grammarly. Grammarly is a free item that you can download, and it will actually help you with your grammar. But remember also, we're not here to be perfect. Some things we want misspelled, not necessarily sounding right. If it sounds like everyday conversation, I personally ignore Grammarly.
Yes, I do too. There are some things that just even Grammarly doesn't get right.
True.
My page share.
And so here we are, you guys, not even 15 minutes in, and she's already on the third page. It doesn't take long. You don't need to overthink it. You just need to get it done.
And it's necessary.
Yeah.
If you want to use your cell phone to promote your website.
Or if you want other people who do use their cell phone or tablet, there's a lot of people here that are modifying their websites using their tablet. They were missing some pages. They weren't seeing necessarily all their own pages. And tablets are, easy, portable, and in many ways can operate like a computer. And we want to keep everybody that's potentially going to find our sites. We want to leave that availability to them.
And on the new iPads are, my grandson was here this past week and he has a new iPad Air. It was amazing. My iPad is not that old, but after seeing what all his can do, I am almost tempted to go get a new one. Don't let Joe hear me say that.
I was going to say, you guys just got a second grand crew.
Yeah.
No, what kind of iPad is it?
It's an iPad Air. It's you can write on the screen. You can add different apps to it. I mean, it's like a mini computer. I mean, it's amazing. He has it for school. And he's going to this is his senior year at OU, and he's going to start graduate school in January, I think he said. And he's going to use it for graduate school.
So it'll be a nice thing to take on road trips to Napa or Orlando, so I don't have to pack my monster laptop.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I just prepped my tablet, my Samsung tablet, because I have a keyboard for it. Mm-hmm. And I've been able to, today I sat and wrote a page and on it, and I managed the Cache Network Direct. I tried very hard to use my tablet and see if there's anything I was forgetting. And I had forgotten that I had changed my Skype password. And so Skype wasn't turning on my iPad or on my tablet. But it's all set now. I've got all my emails on there, and if it works good for Napa, I might just do that for Orlando. I'm not positive yet. Orlando, we're going to be cranking some stuff out. I might want my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
May want just to have both.
I like to have my iPad on the airplane. My laptop is a 17-inch. It's so big.
Yep. Ours were about the same size.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the hotels now aren't giving you a full-size desk, as we discovered in Destin.
Yes, they're not.
We had this little counter that literally was this wide. You couldn't get your laptop to even balance on it.
And the table was not much bigger. The table that you were working on wasn't much bigger.
I ended up moving the table, the heavy thing, and utilizing the edge of the bed for all my stuff, so that, along with my mouse was on the bed.
I found that when you are doing your all things page, if you do clothing and with A&D accessories, it makes the title too long when you're coming down to your title down here for all things clothing and accessories, incredible online finds. It makes this too long, and you're going to get the SEO is going to ding you on that. You have to fix it. It's one of the things that it'll say your title's too long.
That's where some people who have come up with really long site identities have that issue. They'll have just a real short title, but because their site identity is so long, they always have that error. And so then what I do is I teach them how to just remove the site title. It's that little purple blurb. And then you can have your title longer for your page. But you remove your site title.
Okay, is my time up yet?
No, you're only 20 minutes in.
Oh my goodness.
You're doing amazing.
Okay, another new page. Clothing, computers and internet. We don't usually talk this much.
No, you don't. This is kind of fun. Nell is one of our quieter MSIs.
Everyone of my family, everybody talks. I don't have to. My husband's a talker. My kids are, oh boy, my kids are talkers. When my daughter Amy calls me, it's a 20-minute conversation with her. All I have to do is listen and say, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay. See how easy this is? I don't know why anybody complains about it.
It's one of the easiest pages to create.
It is.
Because you're done in just a few minutes. Per page, that is. And as I tell my students why we're bothering with all this stuff, even though it's a duplicate of the category page, green still means money. So you want the slug, you know, the indicator for the SEO title to be green. You want your analysis result, as much of it as possible, to be green. And, you know, fix some things. And you do want it to be somewhat different from your actual category pages.
See that one, that was, it was orange. Just that one little fix turned it green.
And transition words, a lot of people complain about them, but I like them. I finally get to start sentences with the word because.
It's a puzzle. I like those too, because it's like a puzzle, figuring out where to make the change and what to change it to. I enjoy doing that. Another thing I like to do is find the broken links.
Yes, those are a big challenge.
Yeah.
When once you get your pages modified and you've driven in enough traffic, then you can spend the time trying to fix broken links. Trying to fix broken links before your pages are ready for, applying for Google AdSense is kind of a waste of time.
Now, see what Stacy was talking about a while ago, that Google, or that Grammarly's not always right. This says cooking food and wine is a huge part of our lives. Now, I think that sounds fine. Grammarly says that it should be cooking food and wine are a huge part of our lives. I don't think that sounds right. So I'm going to leave it as is. I could be wrong.
Well, we're using
I'm
it.
leaving it.
Yeah, we're using it in the context that it's part of it's the title. They're looking at the context that it's three individual items.
Mm-hmm. So, my page, my rules.
Exactly.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to turn that off. Oh, cool king.
Quit thinking about Joe.
That's what I thought when I wrote that. Oh. My mind is
So again, we always say it's a lot of, what got a lot of us into this is it's all about copy and paste, copy and paste. That's literally what we're doing. We're copying one, pasting the other, making it green and green, and going on. Oh, you got a lot of red there.
Yeah, what's going on with this?
Go up top and let's see what your key phrase is.
Cooking food, wine.
Oh, you put the hyphen. You can't put the hyphens in. You made it.
Oh.
You did the slug.
Yeah. Now, see what that did? It eliminated a lot of my problems.
Exactly.
We used it before. That's because it's on the other page too. If I had more time, I wouldn't use the same one. I would change it, and I'll probably go back and change this later on. But because we're on the on this training, I'm going to leave it.
Well, and it's not your page; it's one of your students, and she needs to do her due diligence.
Right. So
we can't do everything.
Right. And this page, this bugs me. I don't like leaving that on there like that.
The garbly gook. So for those of you that didn't see that, when you see the funny bracket and a whole bunch of letters and numbers, and it's like, what the heck? That is WordPress's code language for the percent sign. That's all it is. So get rid of the garbledygook and put in the percent sign, or type out the word percent.
Oh, come on. Clearly. Do the bottom part. Let's see.
Were you going to do all of her pages for her tonight, or?
No, it's 9:30, so I'm gonna wrap it up with this one.
Maybe you want to show everyone how to add it to their menu.
Oh, okay. Good, good call. Let's see, outbound links.
And then we can do maybe
Okay.
10 questions.
This is
after.
going to require some work on this, so I'm gonna stop on this one. I'm just gonna, let's see. I'm gonna have to do some work on this one, so I'm gonna stop here. Okay, to add this to the menu, we're gonna go over here to menus. And when you create a page, it's always going to be at the top. So all of the ones that I just created are here. You just click on the little box. All things beauty and cosmetics and all things arts and entertainment. And then you click add to menu. And then they're all down here at the bottom. And then the trick is to bring them all up to where they're supposed to be. Now they're in reverse order. So the one that goes to the top is on the bottom. So
You want to know what I do now?
what's that?
I tuck them all in one space. So like the cooking, food, and wine, I would go in underneath e-business. And then what you do it when you get them all, then you can drag all of them in one shot.
Like this?
Yep.
That's what I do too.
And then take them to the school bus stop.
Yep. Yeah, that, oops, what, I missed one.
You missed the
First one.
Yep. And then I drop
yeah,
the top one off first.
right. And then right down the line. Where's e
all right. On that one, you called it e-business and e-commerce.
Oh, it was e-marketing. So I have to change that. I knew I made a mistake on that. And then all things where cooking, food, and wine. Just drop it off there. All things computer. It's computer and internet. All things clothing. Oh, I lost my train. All things blockchain.
And at least you didn't have to go all the way back down to the bottom for it.
Right.
But no, when Rory showed me that little trick, I sat there going, now he shows me?
Yeah, that was amazing. When I learned how to do that, that was such a time saver. And then you have your little save button here and at the top, so you can click on either one of them. But wait until it does that. Don't click off the page until it moves back to this point. Otherwise, it doesn't save. I learned that the hard way. And then you can go back and look at your menu, and now you have all things entertainment, all things beauty and cosmetics, all things blockchain, all things clothing and accessories, all things computers, internet, all things cooking, food and wine, and all things e-business and e-commerce, and it should be e-marketing. So I have to change that. But that's it.
Okay, in less than 30 minutes, because we got started after the top of the hour, you did 7 pages.
Yes.
And any blood on the fingers?
No, there's still no.
All right.
I'm
So
good. All good.
we didn't draw any blood, so it's not life endangering to do this. It wasn't all that scary. There were no ghosts involved. All right, Miss Helen, you have a question. Go ahead and unmute.
I do, thank you. Just 2 very quick ones. One, when you're doing both pages, the normal category page and the all things pages, do you run into problems with plagiarism because they're copied?
Well, they are copied, but they're a copy of what you're doing. So it's a copy of your own page.
That won't give you any problems with Google AdSense then?
I made sure personally that I changed mine up a little bit. So like, because there's pages, this is a new site. So this person's going to be coming in and modifying both. When she modifies the product page, she'll come in and modify the all things page with the little blurb in it and add a little blurb about the new page in the category page. I would copy and modify it a little bit on each one, and then it's not identical. But since it's on your own page, but that's a very good point.
Okay.
That's a very good point.
I can add to that if you want.
Yes.
Go for it.
Yeah, Rory said, now, when you take over the site, you're going to modify that content. You're going to make it unique to you. It's not a copy of his. It's not a copy of anybody else's. But just like creating one page and putting it in 2 different categories, it's your information, your content, and Google's not going to find that as great content from another site.
Okay.
So it's kind of like having one page in 3 categories. So it's in the same category. It's your content, and it shouldn't cause a scraped content, which is the Google code that you're talking about, Helen.
Yeah, I was hoping that was going to be the case. The second question that I have has to do with that last page you were doing. I've been trying to make that title not give me an error, but when you put all things in front of e-business and e-marketing, it becomes too big and the SEO says it's bad. You've got to change it. Can you help me out here?
That's where she covered that you have to mess with it a little bit. And that's where I had said, like with some of my students, if your title of your site identity is too long, that's all part of the SEO as well.
But don't we have to leave the category titles alone? I mean, the e-marketing and e-business and e-marketing has to stay, right? That I understood that we don't fool with the category titles.
Right.
Yeah,
But when you put all business in front of it, it becomes too long and they ding you on it, even with the ampersand.
Okay. How many times have you done a page and got the green lights at the bottom, but still seen that limits? What is it? Too long?
I haven't. I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah. So if you check off everything else, if you get all the other ones green and you got a green light up above, and that could still be red inside, it's still gonna be okay. Google's gonna give you the most important parts for that page, but title being a little long is not gonna cause a problem with them. Sometimes I've even had a title that was not even taking up the whole space, and it still said that. So there could be, Yoast or WordPress has some not glitches, but sometimes it just sets it off and it's not that important. If it was extremely important, you wouldn't have a green light up above.
Correct.
Okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All
Well,
right.
I did the all things e-business and e-marketing, and it says SEO title width is good job. So it doesn't say that it's too long.
Right. And that's where, because you've only got your site identity saying incredible online things or incredible online finds, some of you are getting really
Yeah.
creative and long with your site identity, and that's actually dinging you in the long run.
I see, yeah.
Because I had a really long one. I had the word empowerment and a whole bunch of stuff.
Mhm.
And Rory actually called me out on it. He goes, "What are you thinking?" So I always caution people, you don't see, Mall of America, the malls in Minnesota and down here in Texas, La Plaza Mall, they're short for a reason. They're easier to remember. You start getting your business names long, people stutter over it.
Mhm.
So you don't need to be too fancy.
And sometimes it doesn't look long, but you're getting that alert inside Yoast, and you can save your changes, leave, and come back, and all of a sudden the light is off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. All right. Susan Bishop.
Hi, this is more a communication question. I see Linda Horn is on here tonight. I need to get my flight information to her.
But you just use Skype.
Well, it's screwing up on me. I don't know what, I couldn't pull the chat down to do anything the last time I tried. I don't know.
Stacy, just blast Linda Horn's personal phone number out here on
You are not setting me up with my sister like that. No.
Well, Susan, I'm sure Linda just heard you. She's going to reach out to you now.
Okay, good.
All right. And then we got Jay.
Hey, it's Jay. So I took a whole lot longer because I thought that we needed to redo the information at the bottom and put in all things business and marketing rather than just business and marketing in our key phrase. It had to be all things. So I changed each of my headings to all things, whatever.
Congratulations. No, you took pride and ownership of your page and you did what you needed to do. Good job. Okay. I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
Okay. Thank you. I was like, I overworked it, but I guess it's all good.
You got green, right?
Yeah, green all the way. There are a couple of things that I think I was missing, like the software and services and mobile apps and games. I don't think I had those in my list.
I was about to say the same thing that Stacy said. Congrats, you owned it. You can't ever overdo it. Okay. But as long as you got the green lights at the top, it's good enough. You can't always accomplish everything. Like a category page is not, especially in the beginning, if you only got a couple of paragraphs in there, is not always going to have 300 pages. They're not all going to have external links in them, right? Because it's a category page, they're internal links. So there's going to be things inside Yoast that are not green, but as long as you got the two green at the top, you're okay.
Awesome. Right. Thank you. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Have fun in Napa.
No, you will.
Yeah.
All right. My page is whipping around. There we go. Linda Marie.
Okay. Just hold the space.
There
bar.
you go. You got it. Yep.
Okay. The way you move those pieces around in that, I didn't catch how you did this. How did you do that? And I didn't catch it. When you're moving your categories around, when you're setting up that main thing, your categories at the end.
Oh, on the, when I did the menu? Is that what you're
Well,
talking?
yeah,
The
I think,
menu?
yeah, she muted herself. Hold on. Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, I clicked on menus. And then when I clicked on each of the different headings that I had, or each of the different pages that I had created, they popped up at the bottom. And then I just put my cursor on it, or yeah, my cursor on it, and then drug it to where I wanted it to go, and then dropped it where it belonged.
Just want to know how you moved them all at the same time, though, when you grabbed that whole group.
Oh, I just put them under each other, just moved them over so that they were like that. So you could move them around.
When they're tucked in like that, it's like the one above it is the parent,
Right.
and the kid follows the parent typically.
Or for you in Texas, it's like a mama possum, and all the little babies just hang on until mama say get off.
Yeah,
Yes.
you just drag and drop where you want them to go.
All right. Good deal. 2 more left. Miss Betty Flores.
Appreciate you guys. Quick question about your name of your website. I mean, like I've got mine's maybe too long. How do you know if it's too long or not? I mean, is it okay to change it when you've been hanging around for the last year, trying to get SEO? I'm almost there. But anyway, is it bad to change the name after you've been advertising for a year?
Niall.
Well, from what I've heard from Rory and from Sheila, who I think is another unbelievable blogger, if it's been out there for a long time, you got all that SEO and indexing. Yeah, you shouldn't be changing the title or the publisher.
I've got traffic.
Yeah, no title. Never change your title after it's been out there for a while, and never change your published date after it's been out there for a while.
Gotcha. Thank you so much. Answered my question. Thank you. Have a great trip, guys.
Thank you.
All right. And we got,
Speaking of that trip, I'm looking forward to having some of that new Sonata with you
Oh, I
now.
love that. Oh, I love
I
that.
haven't
That
opened
is-
mine yet. It's
Oh, it is so good. And I only got 1 bottle of it.
Yep, that's all I got right now. I might be buying,
Oh,
but all right.
I have
Phyllis.
2. I drank 1, but I have 2. I'm saving it.
that is so good. I just love that.
Okay, mine is, I want to piggyback off of, what was that, the last one, Betty? Is that
Yeah.
what it's on?
Flores, yeah.
When you change your site, what if you haven't changed your site? What if you haven't advertised it that much? You still wouldn't want to change your title?
How long have you been posting your ads?
I'm probably not long enough.
Just know that you're basically starting back to 0 then. So everything you did build up, you're going to start over. When I changed mine, I hadn't even started posting ads yet.
Okay, I'm gonna just leave it like it is. And then my other one is I just want to say that I did learn something on this training. She went down and did resizing on the very bottom of the picture. I didn't realize that you could change the size from way down there.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad you learned something.
Yeah, that was awesome. I said, oh, I could change the picture right there, because I was going crazy trying to change the size of the picture that was way too big on my screen. I was like,
other than going back into the picture itself and doing the 300 and the 200, you know, sizing it that way.
Mhm.
And you just
Oh.
went down there, clicked on the 50%, and
Yeah.
said, oh, that works.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Well, you're very welcome. Thank you. I'm glad you learned something. That makes me feel good.
Absolutely. That was awesome. All right. Thank you, you guys. You're great.
All right.
Thank you.
Linda, I know you've got another question, but I'm going to skip over and go to Paulina since she's not asked any questions yet. All right, Paulina, you should be able to unmute.
When sometimes you have your SEO written by your keywords and it says it's not there, and then I don't know what to do.
You've got your keyword.
Yeah, I have my key phrase in it, and then it tells you your key phrase is not in the SEO. Have it written the same way or put it at the beginning, and then I don't know. It doesn't allow you to write anything in the SEO box, and I don't know what to do with it.
Okay.
And then it doesn't. It gives you the orange. It doesn't
Right.
give you green.
Right. What you want to make sure, the first thing I have my students go look at is how they've typed it in, how they've typed the keyword in the keyword and key phrase box, and make sure it's all lowercase. No dashes in there. Dashes go in the slug. Okay. So no dashes, no capital letters. It's got to be in there. And then if it's still that way, save your work and empty the cache in your computer and go back in. And like Niall said, it may just flip.
I got a good one for you, and Nell will probably agree because she does this with her glasses like I do a lot.
And then
I like
sometimes
the
it
difference
adds.
between adding an S at the end, instructor or instructors. I remember about a year ago, I fought with a page for 15, 20, 25 minutes. And I was like, what are you talking? I'm like talking to Yoast, right? What are you talking about, Yoast? It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. And it was the difference in having a S in the keyword phrase and S and not having an S in my title and everything else. It took me 20 minutes to realize there was one letter that made a difference. And then as soon as I got rid of the S, all the lights went green. And I just kind of gave myself a little pat on the back and then a kick in the seat and remember that forever.
Yes.
To double
But it's just
check.
like- yeah.
Sorry, no, go
Just
ahead.
like, no, it was just like on that one, I had the dashes. When I put the key phrase in, I did the same thing in the slug and I put the dashes. You can't have dashes. It has to be exact. It has to be exactly the way that you have it in the key phrase. Sometimes when I'm having trouble with that, I will just copy out of the key phrase box and put it in and solve that problem.
I do it the way Rory taught me. Key phrase is going to be part of the title, and I can add some more later. But it's good, and I copy that. Then I just go put it in key phrase, and I go put it in slug, and I go put it in the meta tag. And then I write a little bit. So I copy, paste, 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 paste. They're all the same.
Right.
And it's because,
Right,
it's because of that S a year ago.
Right. I do the same thing, Niall. I put it in the title, in the key phrase box, in the slug box, in the meta box. And then I go back and fill in the rest of it.
And sometimes it helps to just walk away from your computer and come back, and then it's kind of blaring at you and you go, oh my God, how did I not see it before? So
Yeah, because these things get expensive, and after you throw 4 or 5 in the swimming pool, it adds up.
Yes, it does.
all right, Linda, you're going to be the last one because I heard my husband mention number 71. That means my nephew's up on the TV. So
Great. All right. All right. Well, real quick, I watched how you were taking and copying the page from, we pulled it out of the category, you copied it and brought it onto a new page, and you put the all things, you changed the title, you changed a couple of things, you checked and did the correction, then it was done. you not have to go in there and I've been going in and rewording things, turning things around to be out of my voice and not off, as Sheila says, quit talking like Rory, be Linda Marie. And I go, okay, so I'm changing the paragraph to fit me, but it's taking an awful long time.
Good.
And I
You're-
watched you
again,
do it
you're
quickly.
taking. Remember though, Nell is working on another student's page, not her own. If this was her own, she would have taken a lot more time on those pages. Her student has to go back and modify everything.
Right. Right. This is not my website. If I would have done, I mean, if this had been my website, I would have not just copied and pasted those pages over. I would have changed the keyword. I would have done more to it.
Now-
I'm just showing you how to copy your pages over. Hello.
Yep. Nope. Sorry, it's getting louder.
Oh, number 17. And you missed it.
And I missed it. Okay, guys, no more questions. That's it. We're done for the night. It's football game.
Thank you very much, Nell.